Hey, crafty friends. I always feel like I have to move back. It feels like my whole head's here. Thank you for joining me. I'm Sandy of Lolly and Sand, and I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in Ontario, Canada. Let's see what we have here. We're going to have some fun tonight. I recently got the Fragrant Flowers bundle. Now, I didn't get it right away. I saw what other people had made, and I was like, I need that. So we're gonna be making a couple cards, and then I'm gonna show you 4 more and explain how I did those. This, by the way, this bundle would make I don't even have it handy. Oh, I do. This bundle would make an awesome addition to your joining kit. Oh, yes, I'm going to talk about that again. You should join my team. And you know why? Because the basic is for, I better make sure this is working, for $135. Normally you get to choose $165 in product, but this is the one and only. Oh, I don't see my video. Well, I know you see me because I just saw a comment. Okay, so normally it's $165, but that you get to choose in product, but now it's $135, and you get to choose, get ready for it, $225 in products. Still looking for my video. The other, there we are, found us. The other thing is, you could spend $175 and get the boho blue or the white mini Stampin' machine. I'm gonna forget the name again. Oh my gosh. And still get to choose $225 worth of product. This ends the end of Feb. I know this is January, but January 31st, can you believe it? But pretty soon it's going to be the end of February, and you're going to say, why didn't I join? So I'm going to show you the bundle. So let me flip you around, and hopefully we don't get that big black line that I always get. So, okay, avert your eyes while I put my hand here. Nobody wants to look at my hand or my light that's right there. Let's see, and down we go. It looks like that one. There's my hands, and now I have to move you up closer. Closer, closer, closer. Oh, look at that. Oh, bump. Look at that. There it is. Closer, closer, closer. Let's take a few hellos. Hey, Bea. Hello. And hello, Elsie and Marjorie. Welcome, welcome. I love this set. I don't know why I didn't get it right away. I honestly don't. So this is from the January to April mini catalog. And look at this. Look at this. We're going to be coloring this tonight. And it is so pretty. You get this large hello. I like large sentiments. Thanks, friend, and love. And this little geometric pattern. You get some extras. So always have some of them here, actually. Or, well, one of them. Here's some of the leaves. Look at those. I love leaves. Well, I love flowers, but I'm not a gardener. So you get this extra piece. Ooh. You could throw it away. You get this extra piece. You get this, which is going to cut out these. Still in frame? I hope so. You get these two, which will cut out these two. You get these leaves. You get another geometric pattern. It's going to cut out this large image and this image. Wow. So these are separate dies. Obviously, it just happens to be sitting on top of that one. I think this is amazing. And not only that, I don't know if you can see this. I know it's in the plastic, like really, Sandy. Take the plastic off. It's like having plastic on your furniture. That's what this reminds me of. Okay, see this little dotted line? Just a little bit extra texture on your cards. Now this is photopolymer, which means when you're stamping, you want to use this. When I was first doing this, I'm like, I can't do this. This isn't working. What is wrong? I'm thinking, I'm going to have to call Stampin' Up! And tell them there's something wrong with this set. And no, it was the user. As usual, it was the user. That would be me. And And oh, I don't need this for the first card. Oh, go away. Anyway, you need the I like the, I've said magazine in the past. I don't enjoy using a magazine. It doesn't have the ever so slight, and I mean ever so slight. See how you see that little, just a little bit of give? Not a lot, but pretty much I would estimate it's about the same as what you would see on red rubber stamps that we have. So that is one little tip. So our very first card is going to be super duper simple. Super duper duper simple. And the reason for that is because card number 2 is going to take a lot longer. So I thought I'd better do this. Okay. Wow. Oh no, get out of the way. Why is that there? Was this dark spot over here there when we started? I thought I had that. Oh, maybe I'm too, okay, try it that way. Did I make it worse? Ugh, I frustrate myself. There we go. Oh, first I thought I had to push that all the way in, and it turns out I don't. Okay, shocking. Here, let me move my light up so we get good light going on. Alrighty, Roo. Okay, so this is basic white, just it's the regular, not the thick. And this is cut to 4 1/4 by 11, and I've already scored it and made it even. There. I scored it at 5 1/2. Oh, put it back where it goes. Sandy. Now, I'm using 2 new products. Well, actually, I'm going to use 3, but 2 new products for the main part of the card. This is the Cane Weave 3D embossing folder. Look at that. It really, seriously looks like cane. Here's the deboss side, and look, it looks geometric and really cool. I like that. I like it a lot. So I'm just going to put that on, and we'll go from there. Making sure, I have to look at the card to make sure I'm not, doing what I often do, which is put the card on and then go, oh, forgot the ribbon. This is bumpy. I hope I used the right side. I did flip, did I? Yeah, I did flip it over. Phew. If I didn't, well, so be it. We got a different card. I had my grandson today, and my goodness, we had so much fun. He is now into mixing Play-Doh colors. So he's like, where's the blue? And I went, you turned it green. Where's the yellow? Yeah, turned it green. So we do that with paints, because I let him paint as well. And I thought, you okay? All right, so there's our basic. Oh, this, I should tell you, this is also just basic white, like I said, embossed, and this is 4 1/8 by 5 3/8. And then, now this is some of the free paper, DSP, which is designer series paper, that you can get with a $60 order. So the paper's free, just place your order. So I really love this. So this is the Favorite Flowers, and I know a few weeks ago I did a bunch of cards where I cut out the roses and such. I think they're roses. All right, I'm not using a ton of glue because the sentiment's going to go right on top. Upside down, right side up. Nope, that looks okay. Now this piece, I should tell you that before I get too far. This is 1 1/4. No, it isn't. It's 1 1/2 inches by 4 1/4. And you know me, south of center. I'll just put that on. Make sure it's straight. I'm using the multi-purpose liquid glue, as you know, because I need my wiggle time to make sure it's straight. Okay. Now here's where one of these leaves is going to come in. And I have already embossed, heat embossed, this is basic black, and I used the white embossing patterns. I've used so much of this, I just ordered more. And I ordered the metallics as well, which I love and want to get using more and more and more. All right, so this one is thanks, and I'm just going to put 1 leaf on. The cool thing about this is if I decide I don't like where the leaf is, I'm going to put it on with a glue dot, which means I can just pull it right back out. Right back out. Cool. So I'm going to look at how long this is, and I'm not covering up this beautiful paper. I'm going to go a little bit below, and I'm going to put that glue dot right up here. I do. Now you can see the glue dot underneath, Don't worry about that. You won't see it. I will make sure you don't see it. The other cool thing about glue dots, if I decide, oh, I don't like where that's positioned, I'm just going to go like this. Come to Sandy, and I'm just going to move it. Lots of movement. Before I put, this is going to get popped up, but before I put the dimensionals on, I'm going to get out, you know, look at the mess. What have you done, Sandy? Seriously, what have you done? I just need a little piece. So what's that about? Well, if that's 4 inches across, 4 1/4, means a little bit less. Get me scissors. Get me scissors. I hope everyone's having a wonderful week. Did you? Well, yes, you did. If you're in Ontario, you saw, well, Southern Ontario anyway, you saw some beautiful sunshine today. Thus my yellow top. It was making me feel very happy. All right, so you know me. I don't like the cord that's in this, because I want to do something with this. So I'm going to go like this. This is the take your pick tool, and I'm just going to go scrape, 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 and hopefully with my eyes I can see the cord that's on the inside. There it is. It's white, and I'm just going to grab that, and I'm just going to grab that. Can you believe this? I am already designing the cards for next week because I am hoping to come to Kitchener-Waterloo this weekend. 3 days. Woohoo! As long as we don't get a blizzard or freezing rain. Okay, so here's the cord. Just pull it right out. I know I've shown you that before, but sometimes we get new viewers and they haven't seen that. Now I want the ends to be all scratchy and weird looking, so that's what I'm going to do. Kind of like, what are those things we used to have at parties and you would, I don't know, they would blow but they'd unwind. So this is like that, except it's going to be like little frazzled ends. And just because I like something different. Oh, which reminds me, if I can, like, that's unfortunate. You can see me like poking away at this. I'm not focusing. My eyes are not, and I am, my eyes are not focusing well. It's just good that I have driving glasses that are not these ones. So it's been difficult. Alrighty. All right. So then we are going to use some of the seal. You could use glue dots, but I'm not going to. All right, just a bit of that to hold this in place. So I know I want this out the end. I'm not sure how much I want out the end, so we'll just put it down, facing down towards the leaf. It's just really good. It's just a really good adhesive. So it's like a little party kind of. I think I'd like to see a little bit more. It is a really simple card. It's just when Sandy does it, you know. All right, and then finally the dimensionals. And again, I love when I get to the bottom of a sheet or to the end of a sheet. Don't throw it away. I really do. It's like, woohoo, look how many I've used. I forget how many are on a page, but like, there's a lot. And you know what? I'm probably using so many of these, I'm not leaving enough for the next card, so I better scramble fast. All right, let's get those off. You can use your take your pick tool. You can use your fingernails. Whatever, you know what, it's whatever strikes my fancy at the time, pretty much. Hey, it looks like our video hasn't gone out at all tonight. Can anyone confirm that? Has it gone out? I don't always notice because, you know, I'm supposed to be, you know, doing a video. Not getting distracted. I lost the video there for a second. There we go. Okay, so there's our little ends. And we're just going to place that right there. And then we're going to make sure it's straight. I always have to hold it up. So a little bit of party there and that, but we're not done. We have to use the milky dots. So new, new, new. There's actually called the adhesive back milky dots, but I'm just going to call them milky dots. Okay, and I've really become really fond of this color right here. And well, obviously that one too. Let's just, right on that leaf. And there, I've really got to use some of the bigger ones. I really do. Remember when you put these in an envelope, you want to, I've got an envelope. I do have an envelope. I had an envelope. Okay. When you put in the envelope, you want to turn it this way. So this is the front of your envelope out here. Put all this to the back. Hopefully it won't get us squashed. That's card number 1. See how simple that is? You need simple. Okay, but now we're going to move on to, let's step up a different card. A whole bunch. So let's get those pieces out. Now, I want to tell you, this card actually goes with a blog hop / Instagram hop that is going live Feb 1st. And I wanted to tell you, well, actually I had a team member that said, where do you get your ideas? So I'll tell you where I get my ideas. Did I do that right? Not entirely. I don't need that. Come to Sandy. And this is what I said. Okay. I go to Instagram or Pinterest, sometimes both. And I do a search of, in this case, Stampin' Up! Fragrant Flowers. I look at all the cards. I might take pictures, go, that's pretty, that's pretty, that's pretty, and then I make something completely different. I saw 0 cards in gray. Why? Because I don't think roses are gray, but you'll get it when you see the rest of the card. All right, so here's our blends, and I tried to keep it really simple, and unfortunately, this little baby's running out, so this should be fun. Thus the order the other day. Okay, so I have light and dark mossy meadow, and I have light and dark smoky slate. So I'm a little unconventional when I do this. Here we go. So I've already colored these, obviously. Oh, not that flower though. And then I'm going to do this leaf. So the cool thing about Stampin' Up! Is they've already put the lines in for you, so you pretty well know where the darker areas will be. The cool thing about Stampin' Blends and coloring is you can do your own thing. And they're really easy to use. Now this one I haven't used a lot, so it's pretty inky. So as I put it on, it's going on pretty thick, which is fine. Which is fine. I always color better before the video. And I always put the lid on, especially this poor guy, because he is so running out. So running out. You can see the tip is almost white. I think you can. So I'm going to try and get as much as I can out of this. And if notice, I don't color this way, but there's more ink up here, so I'm actually turning it on its side to try and get the ink to come out. I can actually color this entire thing and then come back and put the dark on. And I think that's what I'll do. I can hear my grandson upstairs. Man, oh man. His nickname is Peanut. And for the last couple of days, he's been calling himself Ducky. So he is now Ducky. Except when he's Peanut. It's kind of funny. Well, it's very funny actually, because I'm Amma Ducky. Emma's grandma. So this is not the traditional way of using blends on their sides, but let's see if I can get any. And usually you just do one area, but I figure while I have the lid off, I'm just going to go for it. Okay, we got a little bit more at this end. Let's go for it. Da -da 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 -da. All right, I'll go in with the dark momentarily. Sometimes I want white areas and sometimes I don't, so it's just a decision. So I'm curious. Do you enjoy using the blends? You think they're really? I think they're really cool, but I'm wondering what everyone else thinks of them. I find them a whole lot easier to use than the Stampin' Right markers, which are really good for if you want to use a couple different colors on your greetings. They're perfect for that. That does not work on photopolymer, by the way. Let me just see where we're at. Oh, there's Julie. Hey, Julie, welcome. And you had the sunshine too. Oh my gosh. I got up this morning and went, wow. Wow. Anyway, oh, you love your blends. That's awesome. I know I have them in like the larger stamp cases, which I don't think are available anymore. I think they were for the wooden blocks. And I had all 4 boxes on my desk deciding which color. My original flower, believe it or not, was done in, I'm I'm just going to say reds, yellows, and oranges. And you know what? I didn't like it. I did not do a good job. Not at all. I'm just adding a little bit of the lines as I get closer. The tip is pretty fine, but you really have to go pretty light. I'll make it a little bit darker on the inside there. Pretty light. I find this so relaxing. I could almost, you know, it's like, Sandy, you're doing a video? Get going, get going. Get along, little doggy. Well, I actually have Wednesday off, and I am going to go out. I think one of the bridges on the way to Niagara-on-the-Lake is closed, but I can find a way around and go to a shop that I've been wanting to go to for ages. I follow them on Instagram. I'm hoping to finally get there. Hoping. All right, I may have to stop there, or it'll be forever. Elsie, you haven't tried the blends? You know what? Start easy, start light. Now, when I say light, I don't know. I'm trying to think of, there's some, well, you look, see which ones you like, but yeah, you get the light and the dark, which is awesome. So now I'm unconventionally, by the way, doing this again. And it's kind of nice because they blend perfectly together. But I have a habit of going out of color families and doing my own thing. So, all right. Let's say that's pretty. It looks a lot nicer in person, by the way. And I'm not saying that in a conceited way. It just really does. Okay, so this is the dark. And I'm going to, I can't believe I just did that. I've been trying to open them. Okay, use the other end. Homer Bridges. Close, Queenston. Okay, Homer, I thought that was the one that took you to the outlets in Niagara-on-the-Lake. Well, they're not really in Niagara-on-the-Lake, but you know. So I'll have to take a different route. I originally had my GPS set up for non-highways, because that's what I use when I'm heading back to Kitchener-Waterloo. And I'm like, what? You're taking me into Niagara Falls, and then it's going to be a 50-minute trip? And I'm like, no. Oh, it is that one. Oh, wait a minute. I told my daughter it was the other one. Oops. Oopsie. I think the one I wanted was, I don't know. I know there's the Allenberg. There's probably something in between. There's Queenston. And there's, I don't know which one comes before Queenston or something else. Okay, so I'm going light. It's a very, very light touch I'm using. Pardon me, I have a little frog. Very light touch with the Mossy Meadow Light. Just going around, and then I'm just going to fill everything in. If I choose to, I can go back over the flower. I don't like to color too much because I find it kind of, I don't know, messes with the lines a little bit. But I do want to darken up down in here. Just give it a little bit more. And I can actually now use the light one over the dark. Now when this dries, it's going to look a little bit different than it does now. Oh, forgot that flower. All right, come back to this one. Please don't pull it apart. Glendale, thank you. Oh, I'm so bad with the names of things. There. I'm not being terribly neat. I've already done the greenery, and that one's done already as well. Okay, now I'm going to go to this. So this, I have to look at my card again. It's been that long. Oh, by the way, I stamped this in Memento Tuxedo Black ink. So that'd be kind of boring, wouldn't it? Put that on the card. We'll fix that problem. Here it is. Look at that. Wow. This is the biggest block I own. And I was going to use the Stamparatus. This is block F as in Frank. Okay. So we're going to do a little bit. After Elsie, love it. Elsie says, after 50 years, you kind of remember. Yeah, and I haven't even 2 years in the area. So yeah, and not only that, I have a crappy memory. All right, which way do I want to go? This way? I think so. So I'm going to go about here. Squishy, 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 squish, squish, squish. You want to take your time. I don't want it all smushed in, but I also want a beautiful image. Look at that. Like, are you kidding me? Now, you might say, look, you've still got ink there. Don't try to ink, like I want to do a second one, but if you were to do it like that, you would get that actual black line right there. Which isn't black, by the way. I'm using, why didn't I tell you what I'm using? Basic gray. And for stamps this large, you really, really want to turn your stamp over. That should be good, so we'll get that closed. And then I'm going to go, I'm trying to position my paper, and there we go. I'm going to go down here, 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 here. Just do it. Just commit. Sandy, just commit. There we go. Oh, love it. I really do. Like, I just think that's elegant. So when you're wondering what on earth is Sandy thinking, oops, I forgot something. What is Sandy thinking when she's making a card and doing roses in gray? I'm thinking that I like this. Now, let me check one thing. Did I? I did not. Good. Okay, so this is actually going to go right on here. So let's just do that. Base is basic gray, as is this. This is, oh, shocking, 4 1/4 by 11, scored at 5 1/2. I already evened up the ends. And again, we'll give it another, there. I'm just going to keep this here because, under this, because we're going to do a teeny bit more stamping. I had an idea. All right, so this is also basic gray, and this is the same, is it? I don't think it is. It is not the same size as the first one. This is 4 by 5 1/4, so we're going to have a little bit more border going on. Now, those who like to use Stampin' Seal, go for it. Go for it. For sure. You do not have to do the whole inside. Trust me, you will save glue. That's my tip. Save some glue. Save some glue. Okay, so I'm going to go about here, up a little higher than usual. Oh, I didn't get it on myself. Shocking. There we go. Not bad. Over this way a bit. And that is why I use it. Like, I like it. So then we're like, okay, flower will go about here, about there, give or take. And I have already, but I didn't fussy cut it. And I forgot there was dies, you know, so I'm going to fussy cut this. Actually, you know what I did? I used my trimmer, but let me just get rid of all this excess that I do not need to look at. And we'll cut it. It's not a big fussy cut, and if it's not completely even, oh, it doesn't matter. I mean, if it's really off, do it again. Like if you mess it up like the way I do it sometimes, where I'm like, I'm right to the white because I've, you know. Anyway, so this is the same as the first card where I've used basic black, and I have heat embossed in white. I love this look for cards. This is uneven, so I'm just going to put that over to the side. And there we go. All right, not done, because there's more. So, but you know what? Let's get rid of that. Like I said, let's get rid of that. All right, are we going to? Did I put it somewhere? You know when you toss stuff aside going, I'm done with that? Well, I wasn't. Lucky I have several rolls of this stuff. And I need my ribbon. One moment. So yeah, that's what happens when you toss stuff aside when you're making a card and you forget where you put it, because my desk is not that big. Weird, huh? Okay, so same thing. I am going to get my Stampin' Seal out. Stay there, friend. And I'm going to put some up here, and I'm going to put some down and over here. And all I'm going to do is make some loops. The card, I felt, needed a little bit of shine because of the gray with the gray. So I figured the Simply Elegant it's not twine, cord would work perfectly. I don't want my circles to be the same size. Call me weird, but I don't want my circles to be the same size. It's too presumptuous for me. All right, so that one is on. It looks a little weird underneath, but that's fine. Nobody's going to judge the back. I'm not taking the cord out this time, but look, it's very happy to come out. Get out of there. All right, I kind of want to put that on the same angle-ish as if I didn't. Oh, you know what? Stop that. Very sticky stuff. I didn't go over far enough. All right, let's do that. Oh, thank you, Elsie. I'm really... I like my basic cards, but I also like elegant cards. And I can make them several different ways. They'll be elegant or they won't. They'll be cutesy or they won't. It's really up to the person making it. All right, not quite happy. Make that one a little bigger and put that one right there. And then just see how sticky it is? It really holds. The Stampin' Seal is a good product. I'm just not really good with it when I am trying to place things on my card. So it does really look like I'm going to have to grab some more. I am done that sheet right down to the end. And I guess that's what happens also when you make 5 cards. 5? 6. 5. 5. I think we can probably... No, I'll never be happy with that. And you can tell what I do. I use the edges. Like, look at, they're gone. Alrighty. So I can just place a couple minis. I don't want my card to sag. There's nothing like a saggy card. And one there. And one there. Happy? Yes. Let's go for it. Come to Sandy. That one's gone. That one's gone. It's a little bit harder. I had to cut my fingernails down because the paper quilling I do wrecks my thumbnail. And I insist they all be the same length. Just because, you know, that's the way I rock and roll. No, that's not ready. Okay, so I also cut... Well, the first thing I did was put the, you want to do your embossing first, dry embossing. So I put this through using the cane folder again, and then I die cut it using one of the, I think I used Stylic Shapes, but I could have used the, I could have just used the regular layering circles. Okay, so this is bigger than I want. And I don't want it showing elsewhere. So I'm just going to savagely cut it. Yep. Let's see if that shows before I put that down. And again, to lighten things up just a little bit of the white showing. So that suits me. So we'll just go like that. Hold that down. Holding. And then put this on top. And I have to watch out for the end. Now, if it sticks out, I will cut it. There we go. And we'll put this on. It's not the best fussy cutting in the world. But, hey, don't be so hard on yourself. I am very hard on myself. I'm like a big meanie to myself. There. And that should be fine. And a little touch of glue right here. Put that on. I'm going to do the inside of the card as well, by the way. Nope. Here, there, here, there, here, there, here, there. Let's think about this. Okay, so I have a question for you. I'm going to do something I don't normally do, which I'm going to show you the original now. So there's the original. There's the one that I'm just working on. Now, I got thinking after the fact, why didn't I put any leaves on it? So I'm going to pop down to the comments. Should I or should I not put a leaf like here and there? I've got large and small, but I think the large suits the size a little bit better. Should I, or is that just like, that's way too much, Sandy? Cut it out. What do you think? Just to lighten it up a bit. Now, I am going to put on the Milky Dots again, but I want to know. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to leave that to you and say, put the leaves on or not. So yes, leaves, no leaves, 1 or 2, whatever. And this is my thought. This was for the inside of the card. Okay, so I have this strip, and this is, did I write it down? I did. 3/8 of an inch by 5 3/8. You'd be like, what on earth are you going to do with that? I will show you. The little, oh, look, I did it in gold too. Oh, and I found the other trim. It was right beside the Milky Dots, shockingly. Okay. 2 small leaves? Okay, just un momento. Un momento, por favor. It's the only thing I can say. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to take this strip, I'm going to take this stamp, and I'm going to go like this. And stamp, and hold it a little bit better than I have been. I'm just going to stamp my way down. Now see the little pattern on there? It almost looks like, okay, it almost looks like a strip of wallpaper. Skinny strip. No leaves. Okay, I see no leaves. I was really iffy. I mean, they can always be added if, you know, if they need to be. Oh, Elsie, no leaves. Okay, that's 2. Alrighty. Oh, wrong way. Here's the inside of the card. This is my normal size. So this will be 4 1/8 by 5 3/8. And I'm putting it on the silicone mat so I hopefully don't mess up my desk. How do I do that? Okay, somebody tell me, what did I do with the gray strip that I just... Looking on the floor. I'm so bad for that. Sandy, honest to Pete. You're kidding me, right? I'm so bad for losing. So bad for losing pieces that are right in front of me. Not funny, give them back. I am looking on the floor, I really am. Okay, I'll tell you what. I'm not going to put the inside in on this card because I don't want to make the video take like forever. And I'll show you how this looks. So that skinny little strip that I'm still scanning my desk to find goes like that. So I just wanted you to see how it looks on the inside. And I just thought that looked really kind of elegant. It's a little bit, not too much. Let's finish the card by putting on the Milky Dots. And this time I'm going to use this color. I don't think they're specific colors. So I'm not going to say this is this or that because I don't know. I ran out of small ones. Shocking. Shocking. I'm going to have to order more of these. Actually, I will. Thank you. Looks lovely inside. I appreciate that. You know what? It just kind of came to me. I know that's 4, but since I don't have another and I don't want to put another, well, I could. Don't be a scaredy cat, Sandy. Put another one on. Yeah, go right there. Go with 5. Alrighty. And you know what? As soon as I'm done this video, that piece is going to be, oh my gosh, it's right here. It's going to be right. It was still on the paper. I'll do that later. Okay. So guess what? There we are. There's our cards. And again, there's the inside. This one is inside-less at the moment. This is the card that we made tonight. And this is the little hello. So I did the same thing. When I die cut, I obviously put this to this end and then cut off all that other end so I could have a nice flat edge here. So I like that. And I always need thank you cards. Alrighty. I also tried some different things. So I was using yellows. Did I put Winkostella all over this card? Whoop, I mean this card? I did. Okay, the other thing, I know you can't see the sparkles, but I did Winkostella it just to have some more bling, 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 bling. All right, so this is a different way to use this die, was just to cut pieces. Actually, this is just one piece. I just tore it in half and then colored the flowers on a strip and did the Winkostella again. And I did this card 2 ways. So this is on So Saffron, and this is, believe it or not, this is Starry Sky, one of the ink colors. And then I moved into a bit of green, which kind of made it look muddy, so I tried to put more blue on it. And then I moved into So Saffron here. Really, really simple card. That took like 10 minutes to make. This one took a little bit longer because I was really trying to get the color pumped up. And I did. So in here we're with, I think there's Poppy Parade, Little Melon Mambo, and there will be some Sweet Sorbet in there. And then straight into the So Saffron again. And then, I love this one. I was going to do this card tonight, but then I thought, well, I'm showing you how it looks stamped on this one. But this one is done in Flirty Flamingo. And there's the leaves. And this entire front is popped up. That's where my dimensionals went. So I had a lot of fun with this set. My two favorites are these. I'm not a yellow, and I like yellow. I never wore it until my hair started turning white gray. And then I started wearing yellow and silver instead of gold. But I do like this together. It looks very earthy. And then that one. And I love these because they're like super simple. You can knock those off really quick. And again, it's a super addition to your start kit. Yes, I said it again. All right. Well, guess what? We are so done. We're done. I'm still looking for parts to put away. I will find them. I always find them after the video. I want to thank you very, very much for joining me tonight. If you do decide to join my team, it's called Stamping Inkspiration. The link is in the comments, and on YouTube, it'll be in the description. If you're new to my channel, or if you haven't already, please, 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 if you could follow me on where am I? Facebook, subscribe on YouTube, likes, comments, thumbs up, all that really helps. And I will be posting all of these cards so you can get another look at them. And Sale-A-Bration's on for another month. But wait till tomorrow, because we think there's going to be more items added. So Feb 1st, we believe there's going to be more items added. We saw them in the South Pacific. I happened to be scrolling through and saw Kylie Bertucci, and I'm like, what do you mean there's new Sale-A-Bration? So I figured if they get it, we're getting it too, right? Yeah. So in the $60 and the $120 levels, level 1, level 2. Thank you so much. Thank you for sharing my video. I appreciate that, Julie. Thank you so much. Have a wonderful week, and I will see you next Tuesday at 7 p.m. Bye-bye.